The first time I met him, I made a mistake. I spoke after E.W.
Preach it, brother. Preach it. Preach it.
My rule always was, I'm the party chair. I outrank E.W. I never speak after E.W. again. Now, I'll tell you, this is second stop. This is only the second stop in our... How many cities are we going to? 14, 16, something like that. This is the second stop. We were down in Virginia Beach early this morning. E.W. had just come from church. He did half of his sermon at Virginia Beach. So he only spoke 30 minutes. Now, we told him up here, we don't need a 30-minute sermon, just a 5-minute.
Thank God. And thank you all. Those of you who voted for me on the first vote, those of you who voted for me on the second vote, those of you who voted for me on the third vote, those of you who voted for me on the fourth vote,
Yes!
and those who aren't going to vote for me till November. Thank you too. Thank you all. Well, look, I've only got a couple of quick things to say. Number one is unity. Unity. You don't know what it did for my heart to see Pete Snyder out here with a sign, one of my signs in his hand. Hey! Because we cannot win without unity. So I hope that you will encourage all of the candidates, all the people who supported them, who may be disappointed, to say we've got to come together now. And look, I know that every one of us doesn't agree on every nuance. I just flew with Ken and Mark, found out they don't agree on everything. But we certainly are in fundamental agreement with each other and disagreement with the other side. And we want to make sure that come November, we give Virginia what Virginia needs, which is a conservative governing ticket to run this Commonwealth and set people free to be everything that they've been called to be.
Right.
You know, I was just quoted in the Huffington Post today because the long knives have already come out. In fact, they said, and they nominated E.W. Jackson. He's more extreme than Ken Cuccinelli. But they quoted me and they said, just listen to what he said last night. We've got to get the government off our backs, off our businesses, out of our families, out of our health care, and out of our way. And they thought that was terrible. We think it's great. Because we're going to take our message across this Commonwealth into those churches where those evangelicals have not been coming out. Talk to those single women who've been told that somehow we're against them. But folks, I grew up in a single parent home. My dad raised me with values and taught me to believe that this country offers opportunity for everyone. That life doesn't have to be easy, but if you want to accomplish something with your life, you can do it. We want to give them hope for their children, that they can become anything they want to be. We want to talk to those black folks and those Hispanic folks who've been told that somehow we're against them, and explode that lie and let them know, no, we are for them as individuals. We want people to know that the Republican Party does indeed care about people. And if you care about people, you don't want them dependent, you don't want them handicapped, you don't want them held down, you want them set free to soar. So folks, those essential foundational principles that Ken just talked about were laid here in Virginia. They are being eroded, they are being attacked, they are being destroyed. But we got a message for those who are trying to do that. We are going to restore the foundational principles that made this country great, and we are going to show the rest of our nation that this is still the land of the free and the home of the brave, that this is still a shining city on a hill, this is still the last best hope on earth. And when they look at Virginia, they're going to see the light of liberty shining so brightly that they will see it from sea to shining sea. God bless all.